I want to try doing a lot more projects this year, and to do that I need to get good audio, but I don't always have the budget to afford a good audio person. Sometimes that means I have to rely on myself in order to be able to capture good, clean audio, and that's something that I have struggled with for a long time. And then that's where this thing comes in. This is the Tascam DR70D. I bought this a couple years ago, and I've been using it ever since, and it's like mostly fine. There are a couple quirks about this thing that I don't like and that make it frustrating to use, specifically that it takes 4 AA batteries and they die pretty quickly. And so then I have thought of solutions of how to hook this up to a V-mount and keep it on my camera rig, or if I have access to a wall plug, I will plug it into the wall and then power it off that, and then it'll work just fine. The only thing is I don't always have access to a wall plug, and then also mounting this to my rig, if I'm going to use the V-mount from my camera, it gets too cumbersome. There's not really an easy way to mount this, and so it's just a little frustrating to use this. So in eliminating the Tascam and getting something that I think might work better for me, I decided to go with the Panasonic DMW XLR1, and that's what the audio is coming through right now. The first thing I'm liking about the Panasonic XLR unit is that you have all of these settings just right available here instead of having to dive into a menu. The menu for this on the camera is actually pretty basic, which I really appreciated. And you get 2 inputs, which is really nice if I were to use 2 microphones, but I currently only have 1 anyway. Also, the fact that you don't need to sync audio later. I don't mind syncing audio, it's not really that big of a deal, but it does eliminate that one step that makes things just a little bit nicer to work with in post. But the thing is, I haven't actually used this yet, and this is the first video I'm using with this Panasonic XLR1 unit. We'll see how it sounds in the end. And this is just a quick little test for me really, but I figured might as well test it out and share it online. One issue I'm noticing right off the bat with this XLR1 unit is that I don't really have a place to put my top handle. And that might just be because of my rigging, and I know there are other top handles out there that have been made to accommodate for the XLR1 unit, but then with that handle you kind of lose your mounting spot for the monitor if you putting your monitor up top. It just becomes kind of ungodly tall, and I prefer to have something a little bit more compact. And so this is a little bit frustrating, but depending on the type of work I want to be doing, it'll work fine, and I won't really have to worry about that top handle. Like right now, I'm locked off just shooting myself, and it's not really much of a hassle. But if I were to actually want to use this on a full-fledged short film that I might be doing completely alone, it might be a little tougher, because when I like to shoot, I do like to use that top handle. So just kind of something to think about.